pharyngeal artery is ascending pharyngeal artery. Ascending pharyngeal separated from the medial view, from the medial surface of the external carotid artery. Okay? It is the only branch which separated from the medial view or medial surface of the external carotid artery and located in the lateral wall of the pharynx and innervated the pharynx, innervated the in the salivary glands and also innervated the tonsils like the palatine tonsil, like the adenoid tonsil.
Level ascending pharyngeal artery arrives from which level?
In the level of the hyoid bone. It's the level of the hyoid bone or some inferior to the hyoid. Inferior to the hyoid, we have the ascending pharyngeal and superior thyroid branch. These two branches separated inferior to the hyoid. Lingual and facial separated at the level of hyoid. And another branch separated posterior to the hyoid. Another branch are occipital artery. See the occipital artery. What do you think about the occipital artery? In the mastoid process, we have occipital groove, yes?
Yes.
So, occipital artery separated from the posterior view or posterior surface of external carotid artery, yes? And travel superiorly to arrive to the medial surface of mastoid process. At the medial surface, it locates in the mastoidal groove, in the occipital groove, and then arrive to the occipital area to supply the scalp of this area, the scalp of the occipital area of the head. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Another branch is posterior auricular artery. Posterior auricular artery. Posterior auricular artery, as I bring another slide. Posterior auricular artery. Posterior auricular artery, I say that it is separated superior to the hyoid bone. Superior to the hyoid bone. At the posterior view of the external carotid artery, and it comes up to supply this area, to supply your auricle and posterior area of the auricle. And also a branch, an important branch of the posterior auricular artery is stylomastoid artery. Stylomastoid artery. Do you remember the stylomastoid foramen?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes.
Stylomastoid artery insert to the stylomastoid foramen. And stylomastoid foramen travels superiorly to arrive to the A, to the A, middle A, which is located in the depths of the petrous. Okay? So, stylomastoid artery innervated the structure in the middle here. But sometimes this branch, the stylomastoid artery, is sometimes separated from the occipital artery. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it's separated from the occipital artery and sometimes from the posterior auricular artery. They are the branch of the external carotid artery. The external carotid artery, when arrived to the posterior surface of the parotid gland, it divided to two terminal branch. This terminal branch, one of them is named maxillary artery and one of them is named superficial temporal artery. Which level?
Terminal.
What? At the posterior surface of parotid gland. Insert to the posterior surface of parotid gland and divided in two branches. Maxillary artery supplies all the area in the face, upper teeth, lower teeth, the mandible, the structure which are located in the mandible, the sinus, the paranasal sinus, all of them are supplied by the maxillary artery. Superficial artery, as you know by its name, it is a superficial which is located in the temporal artery. It supplies the scalp of the temporal region. Okay? It was the branch of
So it also gives
external occipital artery. But what about external carotid artery? Yes. But what about the internal carotid artery? The internal carotid artery travel in the depths of the carotid sheath, to arrive to the base of the skull and insert to the opening of carotid canal. Where is the opening of carotid canal? I said you yesterday.
tympanic
Which part of temporal bone?
tympanic plate.
No.
Petrous part.
Inferior surface of the petrous part. Yes. So, internal carotid artery, when arrive to the opening of the carotid canal, insert to the petrous part. Yes.
Yes.
Traveling to depths to the petrous part to arrive to foramen lacerum. Yes.
Yes, sir.
When arrive to foramen lacerum, it travel to the lateral of the body of sphenoid. Lateral to the body of sphenoid, we have carotid groove. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Located to the carotid groove. After carotid groove, it arrives to the anterior clinoid process. Anterior clinoid process is a part of
Sphenoid bone.
Lesser
lesser wing of
wing.
sphenoid. Yes. At the level of anterior clinoid process, it's divided to three branches. This branch are anterior cerebellar, middle cerebral, and ophthalmic artery. Okay, it is the route of the traveling of internal carotid artery. So, I divided this route into four parts. Okay?
Yes, sir.
The first part is the
Center.
route which is located in the cervical area, in the neck. It doesn't have any branch in the neck because it's completely covered by carotid sheath. Okay?
Yes, sir.
It was the first part. The second part is a root which is located depths to the petrous part. When it is locating depths to the petrous part, it has some branch which are named carotico-tympanic branch. Carotico-tympanic branch. When I say that tympanic, I mean that I am talking about the structure in the middle ear. Tympanic means any structure in the middle ear. So, carotico-tympanic branch supply the structure in the middle ear. Okay? They are the branch of the second part in the petrous. When it arrive to the carotid groove, in the sphenoid body, lateral to sphenoid body, it covers by a sinus. Which sinus?
Cavernous.
Yes, sinus cavernous. Okay. When it is located in the sinus cavernous, it has several branches, like trigeminal branch for trigeminal ganglion. Trigeminal ganglion is near the sinus cavernous. It has hypophyseal branch.
Yes, sir.
Where is the location of the hypophyseal gland? Hypophyseal fossa. Yes. So hypophyseal fossa is near the carotid groove. It has hypophyseal branch, which supplies the hypophyseal nerve or the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. It is the branch of the third part of internal carotid artery. And the fourth part has three branches. Yes?
Yes, sir.
At the level of anterior clinoid process. This branch are anterior cerebral, middle cerebral, and
Ophthalmic.
ophthalmic branch. Okay?
Anterior cerebral, middle cerebral, ophthalmic.
See here? It is cervical area, petrous part. It is the third part which is located in the carotid
Cavernous
groove.
line.
Yes, carotid groove. And it is the final part which divided in
Three branches.
three branch.
At interior crinoid.
After the petrous part is closing,
The venous drain. As you know, all the veins which drains the brain, all the veins which are located in the skull, okay, they drain to sinus in the skull. For example, superior sagittal sinus, cavernous sinus, transverse sinus, and you know the location all of the sinus, yes?
Yes,
Transverse sinus is located in occipital bone, sigmoidal sinus in
From
mastoid bone, superior sagittal sinus in parietal bone. All of these sinus receive the venous blood of the brain, and then connected together to make internal jugular vein. Internal jugular vein exit from which foramen? Jugular foramen. Exit from jugular foramen and insert to the carotid sheath. After traveling to the inferior part, it's connected with the subclavian vein and made which vein? Brachiocephalic vein.
these all sinuses will connect each other to form internal
Brain. All the sinus of the brain connected together. For the example, superior sagittal sinus connect to transverse sinus. Transverse sinus connect to sigmoidal sinus. Sigmoidal sinus connect to superior and inferior petrosal sinus, and around the jugular foramen they make the internal jugular vein. Okay? The internal jugular vein also in the cervical area receive the venous blood of some part of the skull.
Sir, internal jugular vein form which vein? Other part is okay, which
Connect to subclavian vein and create brachiocephalic vein. Okay, the internal jugular vein is here. Okay, and as you can see, it receive some vein in the skull. Which vein? Here we have thyroid. Superior and middle thyroid vein. Superior and middle thyroid vein. Drain to the internal jugular vein. Here, which vein? Facial vein. Yes, facial vein. Lingual vein. Facial vein. Superior and middle thyroid vein. Okay? Pharyngeal vein. What do you think about the name of this vein? Facial vein, lingual vein. Yes, they are the veins which are accompanied to the artery,
Arteries.
facial artery. So, it is the difference. These arteries are branched from external carotid artery. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But these veins drain to
Internal.
internal jugular vein. Where is the location of external jugular vein? I say it. Okay? The external jugular vein as you can see here,
Outside.
as you can see here, is created by the communicating of two veins, posterior auricular vein and retromandibular vein. Posterior auricular vein and retromandibular vein connected together posterior to the rungs of mandible to create external jugular vein. Okay, this external jugular vein, as we can see, travel inferiorly, superficial to the SCM, to arrive to the posterior triangle. Which part of posterior triangle? Supraclavicular triangle. When it arrives to the supraclavicular triangle, it appears there is investing layer of deep fascia and then insert to subclavian vein, or sometimes insert to the side of connecting subclavian vein and internal jugular vein. Okay? It is the root of external jugular vein. Which veins drain to external jugular vein? Which vein drain to external jugular vein? Yeah.
Auricular.
At the anterior, we have the anterior jugular vein. We have two anterior jugular veins in every anterior triangle of the neck. These two anterior jugular veins drains to external jugular vein. Also, just superior to the supraesternal notch, we have ansa-jugular vein. What is ansa-jugular? It is a C-shaped vein which connects two anterior jugular vein together. Okay? And another veins are supraclavicular vein, are located here in the supraclavicular triangle, and also superficial cervical vein, which are located in the superficial area of the cervix. They drain to the external jugular vein. Yeah. What is this vein?
Ansa cervical.
Ansa cervical. Yes. Another structure in the carotid sheath. What time is it?